Hello and welcome to Michael's vlog. Today is April 18th and it's Monday Thursday, meaning that it is Holy Week and we're about to culminate the 40-day fast series. So, I guess a complete reflection will be done after everything's done as we begin Easter. But it's been interesting. I guess that's all I can really say for now. Uh, what I would like to talk about today isn't actually really related to the 40-day fast series. It's actually just an update on something that I'm not sure if I mentioned in a vlog on April 13th. Well, so I'm sure I did upload a vlog on April 13th or maybe in the AM of April 14th. But a couple of days ago, I actually bought some superworms to start a different kind of experiment because in terms of environment because apparently superworms can eat styrofoam, and that's very interesting. So as you know, styrofoam is one of the plastics that we need to get rid of. It's not the most annoying plastic nor the most polluting, I guess, but there's still a significant amount of it around, and apparently superworms can eat it with like no probs at all. So I bought some superworms. This was the container that it was in. uh, I bought 100 pieces of them. um, it's 1 peso for each superworm. So I bought 100 of them. So around $2 for 100 superworms. I'm not sure if that's too expensive or not. I didn't really mind at the time. So we bought some worms, and immediately in that night, I put them into a plastic tub that we have over here. I'll show you guys sometime else because I'm taking this vlog on the laptop, and if you haven't noticed, I haven't ever spliced a video or edited any video because they're all taken in one take. And we'll get to that later when we actually do invest a bit more time on the series. But it's actually very grateful to see that. Well, the first day that they're in, of course, animals need to adjust to the environment that they're in. And so on the first 2 nights, well, there wasn't really that much engagement or movement at all by any of the worms, except for one or two that was very active in exploring the entire environment. So they're like the pioneers of the superworms, I guess. But now when I opened the container, I can see that a decent number of them are already crawling around comfortably inside. And I was actually, because I put the other day, uh, yesterday morning, I put some kamote inside because I found out through research that you're not supposed to get these worms wet at all. They will die. So they need to be in a very dry environment, but that also means that they need a source of moisture, because you know living things can't exist without water. So I put some kamote. Being a root crop, it should have a lot of moisture in it. And looking at it, because I put it under a layer of paper, and I just moved it around yesterday evening to see if they ate some of it. And I was kind of dismayed because it didn't look like there was any change on the surface. But then today, and then I looked at it again today, or this tonight, and there again wasn't really that much change on the surface. But when I poked it, it was actually already hollow on the inside. So that's really surprising, and it's good to see that the superworms are really adjusting to their environment. So, what's the good and bad for today? I guess the bad thing is it's already 2 a.m. again, but at least we got through all of the things again today. Um, was it it was how would you rate the day? Maybe we should start rating the days from 1 to 10. I guess it would be something like a 5.5. We didn't really get to. Today was a lot about making up for the things that we didn't do in the past. I literally spent an hour and a half folding clothes, but that's just because I hadn't folded clothes in the past couple of days. So it is doing something productive, but it's because we put that off a couple of days ago. That's why we needed to spend more time on it now. So it's not overly productive. It's more of making up for lost production, kind of production. It's still good, but not as good as having the foresight to have done it sooner. Um, so yeah, that's good. Or that's the bad thing. What's the good thing? The good thing today is we were able to attend a recollection, and I really enjoyed one of the talks given by one of the speakers. So there's a lot of language, and how language is used is very important. Um, so there's some talk about what exactly Jesus said when he was on the cross, when he was calling out. Because the English translation, there's a lot of things lost in the translation, from Greek, from Aramaic to Greek to Hebrew to and then all the way to English. There's a lot of things lost in that translation. Um, so like for one instance, this is one of my favorite parts when he talked about Jesus. Jesus' quote, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And he calls Jesus in one of their translations, calls God Eloi, 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 Eloi. And this is actually different because in the same translation, previously he would call Father, he would call the Lord Abba, Abba and Father. And this time, and apparently it's the only time in the Bible that Jesus addresses God as Eloi, as God. And because there's a sense of familiarity when he calls God Abba. So there's something different when you say Father and God. And this is the only instance apparently that Jesus calls God by God. So in this short instance, or according to him, in this short instance, there was actually a separation between the identity, uh, between Jesus and God, or something like that. I don't know. It was very interesting and insightful. It just really helps me appreciate language a lot more. So, uh, language is a very tricky subject, especially when you're moving from one language to another, being bilingual or almost trilingual. It's very interesting how things translate, especially that you're trying to constantly learning to trying and learning new languages, and especially looking at the history behind the words and the different history between the Bible. So it's very interesting. It's a good field of study if you have the time, and I don't know. It always just reminds me that there's still so much to learn. So that's it for today. It's 2:30 a.m. again. So I'd like to get some rest, and I hope everyone is enjoying their Lent. I hope everyone's excited for Easter, and I'll see you tomorrow, and God bless you.